Hello guys. Welcome to Redditor's Revenge. Here we post amazing revenge stories daily. And if you want more content like this, please do subscribe to the channel and stay tuned with us. Moving to the first story. About an evil sister who made my life a living hell when I was a kid. And now she wants half of my inheritance even after she was not entitled to it. Now story. So my older sister, my twin sister, and I were out for brunch and we started talking about money. My twin sister exclaimed how she is so happy to get that 100,000 when I'm 25. I asked what she was talking about and she said, you're getting 300K from that white man, right? I can't wait for my share. That white man was my boss's father. He was the sweetest, badass little old Dutch man you ever met. He treated me like one of his grandchildren, and when he died, he left me 300,000 in his will. I'm supposed to be getting it when I'm 25 years old, and the only rule to it was in my Opa words. Don't be selfish with it, ladybug. So I was planning on keeping 100,000 for myself, 100,000 for my mother, and splitting the last 100,000 between my 3 siblings. But my twin sister was bothering me since she found out about the money, saying how I should give her the whole 100K because she is a mother with 2 kids. So when my sister said that, my other 2 siblings say how it's not fair that my twin sister is getting the whole 100,000 that they have to share. I remind them about the money situation, and I told my twin that no, she is not getting the whole 100,000 and that she is splitting it between the other 2, and I already told her. She started whining about how unfair that mom is getting 100,000 by herself. I remind my sister that our mom deserves that money more than any of us at that table, and that she hasn't had a car, vacation, and a firm mattress in years, and that she deserved that money because she took care of snot-nosed brats, us. Well, my twin sister started arguing with me, saying that she should get the whole 100,000, and I split my 100,000 between our other 2 siblings and let her have the 100,000 to herself, or let all of them have 100K to themselves. I said, what the hell about mom and me? My sister reminded me that I have 65,000 in the bank at the moment and that I should use that for me and mom. Now, dear reader, I only have 65,000 in my bank account because I saved up money from my jobs for a college fund, and my boss gave me 50,000 to my college for Christmas. I told my sister that I'm not touching that money. It is for my college and that I work hard for my money. My sister laughed, saying that watching 4 kids and sucking duck isn't hard working. My family's dirt poor and I have to do what I need to do to survive. I will admit, and I have done some odd jobs here and there, but I have been through hell and back working for this damn family, to a point where I lost my mind. I'm in therapy for what I've been through. You're probably wondering, Alize, why did you stay if you're going to so much shit? Find me a job that's offering $400 every week. My sister knows about what I've been through working for my boss's family. All my siblings know now. So my brother told my twin sister shut the hell up and then I don't have to give her anything. My older sister said, if you're that desperate for money, why not sell the other car? My boss gave my twin a car because he has a soft spot for my nephew. The old car was too small. My twin sister remarked that the car is not worth shit, and how she got more money by selling my nephew's chair. My heart sank because somehow I knew what she was talking about. And in my head, I was just screaming, please don't let it be the chair that my Opa made for my nephew. My older sister asks, what chair? You know, the white chair with the pterodactyl on it that Alize's grandpa made. My twin sister replied. I was furious. I asked how could she sell my Opa chair? It was a gift for my nephew. She didn't have the right to sell it. My sister exclaimed how she is my nephew's mother and that whatever he owns is hers. I asked how much she made selling my grandpa's chair. She said just $30 because the wood was good quality. I wanted to strangle her with her stupid ascot because my grandpa was an amazing wood carver. That was his passion when he retired, and he spent his last 20 years perfecting his skill and craftsmanship. He will take old pieces of furniture, make them new again, and give them away to homeless shelters or people in need. If you are having a baby, would make you little merry-go-round things for cribs out of good wood for free. My grandpa donated a lot of his money to people who need it more than he did. He was an amazing parent, and there's a plaque in his hometown square dedicated to my grandpa. So I started screaming, are you ducking stupid? $30. Ducking $30. It was worth way more than that. My sister said how it wasn't worth that much because it was unfinished. Then my twin sister proceeded to berate my grandfather, calling him lazy and unprofessional, and that he did a shitty job with the paint. Do you want to know why my grandpa couldn't finish the chair that he made for my nephew? It's because he got cancer and died shortly after starting the chair. so it's not painted properly and only has one little bad pterodactyl on it. And my twin sister knew about the whole chair situation, and I came to realize my twin sister was just a witch. And at that moment, it was like a pair of red sunglasses being left from my eyes, and I saw all the red flags that she produced. I finally truly understand what my boss sees her. She's an ungrateful, evil witch. I understand why my boss called her the 2.0 version of his daughter. I understand now. I see now what he meant when my boss said, "Why do you give a shit about her? She's just going to hurt you." In the end, it all makes sense to me. For years, this scummy witch tortured me, dug me up physically and mentally. She will admit that she tortured me and laugh and play it off like it was a joke. I had to walk on eggshells around her, to the point where I won't even talk around her because I was afraid to say something stupid. I remember now as I type this out that I actually told my sister about Lucifer my boss's brother did to me, and she made jokes about it. Not once but twice. When I try to confide in my ducking twin sister, she made jokes about me being forced to give oral, and she won't kiss me on the face anymore because I don't want my lips to get pregnant, or when she started calling me Deacon Butt. I know how it could look like a weird name if you don't read too much into it. Hell, my mom thought it was a weird version of a chicken butt. No, it was my sister making fun of me for getting harassed. So I was boiling at this point, so when she said, "Oh, I also hate his name Warlock, I can't stand that name, and also he could have left something in the will for me." I was around him too. You know, Warlock wasn't my grandfather's real name. That's the name the immediate family call him because he really couldn't stand his first name. And now I'm pregnant, and if I'm having a boy, I'm going to name my child after my grandfather. I love that man so much. So when she said all of that shit, it pushed me over the edge. I grabbed my cup full of apple juice and dumped right over her head. I started screaming and I left, cursing her out in Dutch. I was crying on the highway when I called my fiancé to pick me up. I cried. I explained what happened, and he was just as pissed as I was because that was his actual biological grandfather. My boss was pissed. He wanted to confront my sister, but I told him not to. At the moment, I don't want to talk to any of my family. I'm just going to try to drown myself in lemon Oreos. My sister kept texting me saying how sorry she is, and that she didn't mean to make me upset. She realizes I'm the one with the money. But my brother texted me saying not to accept her apology because she remembered I'm marrying rich. I understand how I wasted my youth tending to her every need and want. I'm done being her ducking doormat. She's not invited to my wedding. I want my nephews. I have a relationship with my children, but I don't want her in my life, and I'm not giving her any money. I'm about to go cry myself into a vegetative state with snacks. I know it wasn't my right to be upset by the chair, but I have memories of watching my grandfather make a chair. So it hurts a lot, and I like to point out that anything with my grandfather's signature of business on it, it's worth at least $1,000 unfinished or not. I know I shouldn't have run my mouth about the money, but I thought I could trust them with that fact because they're my family and all. I'm going to make a college fund for my nephews. She is not getting a penny of that damn money. My mom is mad at me because my sister's family is struggling and money will come in handy down in the future. But in the word of my grandpa once said, sometimes witches need to keep their mouth shut. The people who said that I'll be disrespecting my grandfather if I give my sister that money. Thank you for making me seeing that. She's not getting shit from me. Also, I might want to add this here. My sister is married and I feel so sorry for her husband. The only reason why she needs money is that she keeps throwing parties and events. Her husband called me, apologizing for his wife's actions. I told him all the bull his wife pulled and that I don't want my twin sister in my life anymore. But I want a relationship with my nephews. We're going to sit down and talk this out tomorrow. I'm going back to sleep. It's 4 in the morning and y'all comments are lovely. Very lovely, and they're very eye-opening, and I realized my family is a lot more ducked up than I believe. It's just my boss's family, but we're black and poor. My twin sister hurt me a lot more than I realize. She makes fun of me for being abused when she did it to me herself when we were children. It's funny in a funked up way. My mom is not off the hook either. When she found out I was forced to forgive my sister, understand why, because she felt guilty and she was crying, but because it was years ago. I love my mom and she did get better over the years, but she's so much of a rug sweeper that is making me so angry. So when I asked to give a therapist because, and I quote, I'm your therapist even though my mom was a part of the problem. And when I get a therapist, I wasn't allowed to talk about my self-harming. The boss got me a new therapist, Noah, and when I told my mom about my self-harming, she was worried. As a mom should. But she also told me not to do it ever again cause, and I quoted as white people shit yes me cutting myself and choking myself with a belt is white people shit apparently. The only meaning that we're having tomorrow is I want my grandfather's chair back. My sister isn't getting shit from me and I'm just going to buy my mom the things she needs. I can't go back to sleep now. So I and my boss about to play Minecraft, going to talk to my therapist in the morning because I opened up some old wounds and they refused to close. I need to be properly healed because I can't stop crying. My family is so ducked up. Oh, my life is a Tyler Perry movie and I hate it. I'll watch the shit out of it, but I hate it. Well, also, I should have had my mother never tell me I have autism. I don't know why she decided not to tell me. But she never told me. Now, here is the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know your opinion about this story in the comments section. If you had a similar story, you can share it and I would love to read them. So before leaving, please hit the like button and do subscribe to the channel to stay tuned with us for more awesome stories.